You already know your mind is working against you, and you still let it win. You replay the same negative thoughts every day and call it thinking. But deep down, you know it's not thinking. It's spiraling. I know that because I lived inside that spiral. You didn't just lose focus, you lost control of your own mind. You lost the version of you who used to feel calm, who didn't question every decision, who didn't overanalyze every small thing. How many times did you promise yourself, I will stop overthinking tomorrow? And how many times did your brain pull you back? Within the same 24 hours, that mental noise you feel right now, that constant self-doubt, that is not who you are. That is a pattern. You trained your brain to think this way, and now it runs like a program you never turned off. But here is the trap. You think you need motivation to fix it. Most people think mindset changes with motivation. They are wrong. Here is why your mind changes through repetition, not emotion. And what I am about to show you will either break your negative patterns or prove exactly why you stayed trapped inside them. The cognitive echo chamber, Carl Jung said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life. I didn't understand that at first. I experienced this myself when I repeated one fear for 18 days straight. Same fear, different situations, same reaction. It felt real every time. Think of your brain like an echo chamber. One thought enters, it bounces around and gets louder. Each repetition increases its intensity and emotional weight. Eventually the echo feels like truth, but here is what they never tell you. Your brain does not filter truth. It amplifies repetition. I used to believe my loudest thoughts were the most important. That belief controlled me. That moment taught me volume does not equal truth. I call this the cognitive echo chamber. Your repeated thoughts become louder, not more accurate. They never teach you this, because if you knew this, you would not need them. This week, write down one repeating negative thought daily. Seeing it on paper breaks its illusion. This will feel uncomfortable. Do it anyway. Because the next shift rewires your internal system. The identity feedback loop. James Clear said, every action you take is a vote for the person you want to become. I ignored this for a long time. I experienced this myself when I told myself, I am not disciplined. For 90 days, every missed task confirmed it. Every delay strengthened it. My identity started feeding my behavior. Think of identity like a feedback loop system. Your thoughts influence actions. Actions reinforce thoughts, and the loop keeps cycling without interruption. It builds momentum over time. But here's the trap. You think identity is fixed. Most people think personality cannot change. They are wrong. Here is why. Identity evolves based on repeated evidence. Here is my confession. I kept proving my own negative identity right. I didn't realize I was creating the evidence. That moment taught me, you are not discovering yourself, you are building yourself. I call this the identity feedback loop. Your thoughts and actions continuously confirm each other. They never teach you this. Because if you knew this, you would not need them. This week, prove one positive identity daily. Take one action that supports it. This will feel forced. Do it anyway, because momentum begins with one decision. The mental bandwidth drain Cal Newport said, clarity about what matters provides clarity about what does not. I didn't live like that before. I experienced this myself when I overthought 20 small decisions daily. What to say, what to do, what others think, it drained me completely. Think of your brain like limited bandwidth. You only have a certain amount of mental energy each day. Every unnecessary thought consumes that bandwidth. Eventually, you have no energy left for growth, but here is what they never tell you. Overthinking is not deep thinking. It is energy leakage. I used to believe overthinking meant I cared more. That belief exhausted me. That moment taught me clarity requires elimination, not more thinking, I call. The mental bandwidth drain. Your mind gets overwhelmed when it processes too much unnecessary noise. They never teach you this, because if you knew this, you would not need them. This week, eliminate one recurring thought trigger. Unfollow, mute, or remove it. This will feel strange. Do it anyway, because the final shift gives you control. The No 0 Days Law, Dwayne Johnson said, success is built daily. I misunderstood this for years. I experienced this myself when I waited for the perfect mindset for 27 days. Nothing changed. My thoughts stayed the same. because I wasn't acting. Think of progress like compound interest. Small actions accumulate quietly at first. Then suddenly they create visible change. But consistency drives the entire system. But here's the trap. You think big change requires big effort. Most people think transformation is dramatic. They are wrong. Here is why. Transformation is built through small repeated actions. Here is my confession. I delayed action waiting for motivation. That delay cost me time. That moment taught me action creates clarity, not waiting. I call this the no 0 days law. You never allow a day with zero progress. Even the smallest action counts. This week, take one small action daily, no matter how you feel. This will feel insignificant. Do it anyway, because consistency rewires your mind. You just saw the cognitive echo chamber, the identity feedback loop, the mental bandwidth drain, and the no 0 days law. Now imagine your future. One version keeps repeating the same thoughts, stays stuck, stays mentally exhausted. Another version interrupts patterns, rebuilds identity, takes action daily, gains control. Which one are you choosing right now? But it's the final truth. Healing is not about stopping thoughts. It is about choosing which thoughts you repeat. Take control now. Stay strong always.